These are the batteries I took out. They were supplied by the used RV dealer that sold us this unit. And these aren't really good for any kind of dry camping. So I had to buy some new batteries. And I went ahead and bought some deep cycle batteries, which are the only kind of batteries you really want to use with solar energy panels. So these are actually mock-ups of my new batteries. You can see there's quite a bit of difference in size. And the reason I did this is because I needed to make sure that the new batteries would go in the space where the old ones went. And that space is right here under the stairs. And I'm working under here. There was a frame that was used to hold the batteries in. Did quite well. They actually had welded on the hold downs, and you can see there I've sawed them off with a hacksaw, and then I just bent that over so it's going to be flat after I'm done. And I've drilled some holes in here, and I'm using this battery tray. I've ordered 4 of these, and so they're going to hold down my 4 batteries. And fortunately for me, there's a good amount of space in here from end to end. Plenty of space. It's not quite as wide as I would have liked, so I'm going to actually have a couple of posts that are a little hard to get to. But I do believe that the batteries will actually fit in here with a little bit of room to spare. That's all I need. So I'm going to keep drilling, and the first step is to get those hold downs in, the trays in, so I have something to strap the batteries to. So surprisingly, these racks here are about as easy to drill through as the panels. Here I have first of the battery trays just sitting there so I can test the holes that I've drilled. And I have various issues I'm dealing with. I could have put them all 4 this way, except for the fact with my cardboard cutouts I figured out that I have to turn the battery. Let me grab the cutout and I'll show you. So I can't put the battery in like this, obviously. So I have to turn the battery. See, I can move that into place okay. And then I could do the same with the other one over here. But guess what? When I get to the middle, yeah, I can't turn the battery anymore because there's going to be one on either side. So that's why I have to put the middle ones in like this. Consequently, the way I've decided to install the batteries. When I first started planning this out, I had the old batteries in, and I was doing my measurements. And then, when I took the batteries out and started working on it, I figured out something that I didn't notice before. This is the mechanism for the electric stair. And when the batteries were in, that stair was extended every time I got in here. But once I took the batteries out, before I took the batteries out, I retracted the stairs so they wouldn't be sticking out. And so it turns out that that actually helps me determine where this particular tray is going to go. I can't put it too far forward or else it'll interfere with that stair. So I'm going to have to move it back just a little bit. Boy, a lot of things to keep in mind when you're designing a system like this. This is proving a little more challenging than I thought at first. There's the first one of my batteries, and I've decided to put this one in first. And I actually have fitted in here, but it takes some acrobatics. I have to slide that in there and sort of spin it around. And then I'm going to have to take some kind of string and attach it to the top of that J-hook so that I can pull it through after I've got the battery in there. There, I've got my first 2 battery trays in place. It's time to install the first 2 batteries. Okay, so I've got 2 batteries in place, and I've got the cables already attached because those 2 terminals are underneath where I can't get to them, so I'm going to make sure and attach the cables before I put the batteries in. The rest of the battery terminals I'll be able to get to with the batteries in place. And I've got these hold downs tightened. I've got my 3rd tray here ready in place, ready to put the 3rd battery in.